All right, so what I have here is gallery style canvas, stretched it myself, watered the back, and when that dries, it makes it tighter. And then I got this 3 coats of gesso, and then sketched out my scene here. And then this right here is a product from England that I ordered. It's non-absorbent acrylic primer, meaning that so when you if you were to not have this on here, when you put the oil paint on, the the gesso would start sucking the oil out of the paint, and that's how you get dull colors. I don't have nothing right here, but that's how your paints, they look dull because it sucks all the oil out of it. So do this, and this is acrylic, it dries super fast. Hit it with a little sanding block, and then you can go right into painting. So you can go from gesso to sketching to the primer and painting all within a couple of hours of each other. And so what I did here is I blocked these people in. Now this is just like a military dance, or something like that, maybe a going off to war kind of dance. In the original reference photo, they had a string light bulbs coming across here, very dim yellow light. But I'm sure that this picture was taken from a movie, so naturally you have stage lighting. So the reference picture, her face is very lit up. As you can, like, her leg is bright, and he's facing away, so it's like the light source is coming here. So I have to darken, shade in some areas here while keeping that light, because maybe he'll get some light reflecting off of right here, maybe here, maybe here. But the I need the background to be mute. Like, I want the Uncle Sam poster to be detailed, but that can't be more detailed than these people that are closer to the screen. So I need to get them super detailed. The dress is a work in progress. This is titanium white, so I do thin layers. And so you do thin layers and then build it up, and you do thin layers, they dry. But titanium white's one of them paints that just, I don't know, it's got an attitude when it comes to drying. So do it thin, use your liquid, and then just put it, so whenever the next coat goes on, I'll be able to start working in, like, these are going to be wrinkles in the fabric. And then she has like something going across here that's pulled tight, the bow, and like you darken this area here, accentuate the, how do you say it in English, the bosoms. So that reminds me, we went to a New Year's Day party, and this woman, she's like, try this drink, this concoction that I made up. It's my own recipe. And when I tell you it tastes like wishing well water, I mean, just like tasted like old pennies. And I've not drunk wishing well water before, but I have thrown pennies into a wishing well, and and then that wish didn't even come true. Now I think about it, no, I don't know what I wish for. I didn't even make a New Year's resolution. I'm still working on my summer body for 2022, and so I don't like to give up on stuff. I made a promise at the end of 2021. Like, I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to do this. I'm getting older. My metabolism getting slower. I can't go to Waffle House at 2 in the morning and go to bed and somehow wake up thinner. So until I get that resolution, say that's kind of a pink. All right, so my skin tone is called the Zorn palette: Prussian blue, cadmium red, yellow ochre, Van Dyke brown, and warm white. The Zorn palette, instead of cadmium red, uses vermilion, but it's kind of evolved to cadmium red, which is also a very expensive paint. It is, let's see, $27 for this little tube here. But you really just need a dab. I mean, you don't, like a little bit of that red would dye the Pacific Ocean. Like that's a very strong color, and so don't go slapping it on. So we're just going to try to get a couple more layers on here, and then because you can see like that there is these knuckles, and then here, so his hand is kind of like this, so you're not seeing, you might see the underside of the pinky if we want to get that detailed, but this is the more tricky part, because he's holding her hand like this, and she's got like a finger hooked in there, so she has these fingers that are going to be back here, you know, and because right now it looks like, oh, crab, you know, she's crabbing him, giving him a crab, but that's not ladylike. So, and that's just got it blocked in, and then naturally, this suit here is going to have all of the I'm going to try to do the stitching on it, you know, stuff like that. Shine the boots up, and then this background here, clean these lines up. I don't know if I'm going to keep this on the stage or not. That's the stage, but I was going to, but it don't really make sense to have books just sitting on the stage like that. But I don't know why I can't just do simple, but why everything has to be, I want to try to do as much as I can. But the base skin tone that I'm using here is yellow ochre, Van Dyke brown, cadmium red, and soft white. And that, you know, it's going to take you a little while to figure out like how to get it where you want it, but once you do, and then you can start making your base skin tone. And so like to do like a black skin tone, like African American or Indian, it's not much different. Like you're still using these same colors, just going darker with them. Because even like, say if this was like a black guy right here, that light, like the light bulb here hits him, it still is the same reflection as it is on this white guy. Like, so it's all about the light direction. And so I'm gonna like try to draw some string lights in here, hit her reflection, hit his reflection, the top of the arms. This out here might be a little too bright, but I'm gonna tell you now, girl got some legs. She got some moves, and I don't really have rhythm, so I have to just live through these people. I tried to do the robot in the shower again this morning, and it's not, I think there's not enough room in the shower, like to contain what I bring to the table. You know, like my moves are too good. But so we're gonna have to expand the shower so I can start practicing. Oh my God, sorry, something. So this here, like I said, you seen I cut that earlobe down a little bit, a little too long. It went like one of them people with one of them big old giant rings in their ears. They didn't really do that back in the 50s. So, but, and then I'm gonna do highlights in his hair. And so if you'll notice too, the sleeve is on top of the wrist, and then it's hanging down here. So that gives that, like, that's accurate. That's how that would be. Gravity, you know, that old Newton, he was on to something, you know, when he invented that gravity. But so we got everything, and that's what's good about sketching out. And your sketches don't have to be great detail. They just, you need to be able to read it, like kind of like your handwriting. You know, sometimes it don't matter if someone else can read as long as you can. But my wife, her handwriting is the worst. She'll write me like little letters in the morning, like, hey, you know, call me later, I love you. And I swear, I thought it said, the predator is in the laundry room, don't wake up. And, I was scared. So I just laid there. I have this down comforter, and I just laid there. I was like, oh, well, I mean, she wouldn't lie to me, so. See, now that's too dark. I don't like that. It's like she got armpit hair creeping down her. Which, back in the 50s, they might have did. You know, like you just go to Kmart and buy a Gillette razor any old time you felt hairy. You had to make them razors last. But so I'm going to work on this, and I'm going to do a what's that speed video called, the time lapse or video, and just sit here and peck at this one until I get it to where I'm comfortable. I'm going to work on her face a little bit. Her teeth might be a little too donkeyish right now, but I'll get it figured out.